Alright, what is going on, guys? We're back again, Season 54, War number 5. Bands are Titania, Gladiator, and Medusa, with the Blacklist champ still being Lady Deathstrike and Count Nefaria. We have matched up against Kahu, which also, shout out to my boy Michel, also in BG2, although don't get to take on any of his defenders this war. And let's get into it. So, probably could have trimmed this out, but time to boost up. First on the path, taking path 1 again. First up is a rank 3 duped bishop. And just going with some medium boost. Here I selected 20%. I was debating the 30% war boost, but knew I was going to be boosting through, and I had 20% in overflow. And I'm not going to activate any of my power backs yet, and I also go with an invulnerability boost just in case I do push him to SP3. So the plan is just take silk, do silk things for DK. Only thing is my silk is not duped, so I do need to bear in mind a little bit the personal space regen node. If I stay too close to him for too long, that regen will start to get out of hand the more it starts to stack up. So just kind of doing my my 4-hit heavy combo. Let the regens fall off and just chipping away at him. Nail an intercept there. Debated on going for SP2 there, but figured, alright, we'll keep it safe and go all the way to SP3. I do activate my striker earlier, getting Fury going into it. Heavy into SP3, and this bishop's going to be dead. And dead once we come out of SP3. So, next up, Red Skull. And at first, I was planning, alright, taking with Silver Surfer. Has super masochism, but I figured that would be alright, that Surfer with some power backs would burst him down. And this is by far going to be my sloppiest fight in a while. So with the super masochism, he just heals a ton. So block the first hit to initially put the first wither on him. But then he parries my heavy attack. Goes unstoppable, so that's freaking great. Nail the intercept there, and resist on second heavy. And don't dex out in time, so dance around, punish his SP1 with a heavy. Got 2 of my buffs right now. And now dancing around again, waiting for his auto block to go away. Trying to keep his armors manageable. That heavy lands. Got all 3 of my buffs up, so now I can just start spamming heavies. Hitting the block there, which drains my power even more. My goal is to hopefully get to SP2 and be able to burst him out. I eat the unblockable SP2 there. Luckily, Quicksilver is immune to shocks and actually empowers him a little bit. So SP2, I get almost a bar back, and he's down now 30%. He sidesteps me there, and here's where it really starts to go downhill. Slapping the block a couple more times. Starting to take quite a bit of damage just from the power burn. And he will not throw the SP1. Finally got it, punish, but here's where the super masochism really just takes over, and first death. So, played like absolute crap that fight. Alright, here we go. 44% on the first attempt. He'll be going down this time. Heal back up. Use my last big revive. Still got some other ones banked up. Throw in just the 1 level 5. I'm close enough to being topped off. Got my power backs running. And my invul now has fallen off, so I decided to go with an advanced power boost, thinking that if I get back to SP2, I should be able to cycle specials. So again, start off with parry. That doesn't stick, but just want that first unblockable up, and fail a dex here. So now he's at 7 armor breaks. I launched the SP1 just to get rid of some of them anyways. Slap into block, take a little bit of power burn damage, punish the SP1, and fail a dex again. So he's right back to 50%. I've done absolutely nothing this war, and I've lost 50% of my health. Punish a heavy, get the fury going. Alright, I think just screw it. We'll throw it, and a quarter of a bar of power back. So still 50%. And this is not going well. Now his armors are starting to get out of hand. Super Masochism is getting me absolutely nowhere. And just these SP1s, you just can't do a whole lot against him. Nail the intercept. Think I finally got the fight going back in my direction. Waiting for him to throw the SP1. Finally does. He's still at 50%. Try launch SP2. The burst damage does absolutely nothing because he has so many armors up and his energy resist is so high. Nail an intercept, but he still had his auto block. Take 2 hits on block and back down to 19%. He's still floating around at 40-50%. So I've been in this fight now for almost 2 minutes, and I've pretty much done absolutely nothing to him. Hit another intercept there, going to the striker. I know I can't eat a SP2 from him, so I've got no choice but to dance around, try and bait the SP1. Meanwhile, the entire time, Masochism's still healing him back up. Once again, 50%. Back over, punishes SP1. And now it's just getting crazy. 60%. I'm at 4%. So if anything, now he's just healed the fight. And we're 2.5 minutes into it. And I've made 0 progress, actually negative progress. And end up taking that hit there, and death number 2. So now I'm really starting to panic, thinking, shit, you know, how am I going to get past this prick? Silver Surfer was supposed to be my answer. So instead, my Silk fights are coming up next, so I figure, alright, we'll throw Silk at him. Get my power backs and my SP boost going. So block the first hit just to get the unblockable up, and we'll see what we can get running here. Got my 5 withers on him. He throws a heavy just out in left field. SP1, punish that with my heavy. Got a slow on him now. Try to nail an intercept here. Now just 5 hit combos, and I'm just going to punish his SP1. So again, now with Silk, getting absolutely nowhere with Super Masochism. My Silk's not duped, so can't stop his healing. Hit the intercept, but auto block was still up. So here I'm thinking, alright, if I can make it to SP3, maybe that'll be enough to, you know, get some damage in. But with him at 10 armors, he's also going to reduce the stun chance by 100%. So pretty much this SP3 does absolutely nothing for me. Takes off 3 or 4%. He's at a bar of power, and I've got nothing to show for it. So he's almost at 70% now. Once again, I'm doing negative progress. I'm at 70%. He's going up even more. I'm at 80. Try to go for the heavy there, which he evades. I save with my striker. And SP1 punish. Tried to heavy lock him in the corner, but luckily my evade kicked in and get slapped around a little bit. So here I think, alright, SP1 was doing nothing. We'll just start launching SP2s. And actually did some relatively decent burst. Got some power back off of it. So 2 minutes into the fight, now I realize that SP2 is going to be the way to go. And punish SP1 with a heavy. His auto block runs out. Trying to find my opening for an intercept. 5-hit combo right into heavy and try and launch another SP2. This time I got a Fury up. Does pretty good damage, decent power back. Got my auto evade up. Now it's just dance around and wait for his unstoppable to wear out. Double hit into the block, and that was a mistake. Luckily I somehow clipped him on that one. Ooh, luckily only one hit there, or else I would have had yet another death. So now I'm just still trying to build back to my SP2, but I also need my striker up, so trying to find when I can get an intercept, find it there. So I launched the SP2 without the striker because I don't think I'll be able to make it to my striker being up before I get pushed to SP3. So down on 35%, and it's still just a back and forth fight. I'm sitting on 20%. It's getting close. Minute and a half left down to the wire. I just launch another SP2, hoping this will burst him down and kill him, and drops him at 10%. So I need one more. Heavy counter. Another another heavy punish, waiting out the auto block. Luckily bait out a heavy there. Throw in the striker. Heavy. Knocks him down. 80% taken off a silk for a rank 3 Red Skull. By far the biggest problem I've had fighting Red Skull. Moving on to section 2, and we've got Shieldeth on the path. Even with her cleanses, still just silk food. The rest of the fights are all pretty much cakewalk now for silk. And heal back up, get back in. Bait out that heavy. She's healing quite a bit just off of that no retreat node. Hit my intercept. Bait out her SP1. Let the first one wear off. And just trying to play around the no retreat regen. So let that first evade go off, so in that way I didn't trigger her regen. Getting rid of all of her cleanse charges in my first combo. There, no retreat did kick in, and she heals back a ton. Double dash there, so now she's pretty much going to be full health again by the time I get to SP3. Go in, charge my heavy. End up getting the Fury, drop my SP3. With Shieldeth being skill, I'm getting no benefit from my 200% power back boost, so I just end back off at zero power. Combo into striker into SP1, and she dies during the SP1. No burst damage needed. Still took a minute and a half. So my times for these fights are really starting to add up. And we got a thing on buffet. In order to save me a couple pots, I pop a combat regen boost. So start off with just a parry and get that slow ticking away on him. And it's pretty much going to be the same thing this fight, just get to SP3 and do silk kind of things. So not worried about his rock stack. Seems how I can heavy after every combo and knock him down, get that slow up. So really just chipping away at him until I get down to SP3. Here my combo pushes him right at 15, which is great. Protection is triggered. 3 hit into heavy SP1 or SP3. So I'll get a decent sized Fury off of it. and 50% off of SP3, medium, and do a full combo. Here I'm starting to get a little worried about if I'm going to be able to get it in before the slow or not. And luckily the last hit that would have sent him unstoppable takes him down. So there's my path fights. Look over, I don't have anything on path A. So go to B. My next fight is going to be this power efficiency North Star. And yet another sloppy fight. This fight, a little bit of a spoiler warning for you, this fight got a lot closer than what it should have been. I make a mistake early and it was all downhill. It took me a second to recover by the time I actually regained my composure. So activate my power back boost, and initially my plan is if I can get backed up into the corner, I can punish his heavy with a heavy, but clips me on my dash back and right away already eat a 5-hit combo, and I'm at 70%. He's already got power, so there's no point in trying to go for the heavy now, which I try anyways. So anyways, that's where I kind of regain my composure, redecide what I need to do. So this first set, I'm just going to drop my SP2 and, you know, more or less reset the fight. So get him back to SP1, protection just come up, and baiting out his heavy one, easily punished with a heavy. Now I've got my incinerate up, now we can actually start doing some damage. So now it's going to be try to get a race to SP2 before protection comes in. But he drops his SP1, which chews up some time. I do have my incinerate on. Do a 5-hit combo. Protection is on, so this SP2 doesn't do nearly as much as it should. Drops him down to 20% though. So if I can get back to one more SP2, then this fight should be in the bag. I'm still sitting at 50% health. After that slip up before, you know, I mean, should be good. And here we go, protection's back on. I'm at 6%. Dodge out of that heavy. Bait his SP1. Think, alright, you know, it's done. There's the knockdown. I tried to hit my SP2 for a special intercept. Didn't go off. I eat the whole combo. And here's where BG's kicks in, that instead of saving more fight duration, I, like an idiot, dropped my SP3 just to get my adrenaline healing back. But that is the last fight for Prowler, so all that did was add 10 seconds for no reason. So into the center mini island, and up is Enchantress. So, reapply my science, just damage special boost. Flip off and on, double check, make sure everything's going. Pop an invul, because my plan is to push her to SP3, eat it with invul, and just nuke her down. So, 85% health. Luckily, I get a good set and some good RNG on punishing her heavy, so get rid of the green spells, get rid of the 2 purple spells, and finish a combo there, and right away she wants to drop that SP1. But luckily, all 3 green spells, punish 1 heavy, we're good, and an idiot move again. Here we go, let's finish the combo with the heavy. Luckily, once again, RNG in my favor, got 1 green, 2 purple. So I'll punish the heavy, knock her down, try and block bait this special, or try and block bait her heavy, but she just finishes the combo in. SP3, I'm going to build up a few invuls, drop my SP3 after a heavy for my Fury, of course. So now no striker, no special. So here I try to pause my combo a little bit, trying to get to a different, trying to get up to SP2, but luckily SP1 is enough to knock her out. And Enchantress fell relatively decent. Besides a few mistakes on my part that cost me, 2 pots. Refill my energy one more time while I'm up and boosted. Make my way to this onslaught with power reserve. Get healed up 95% or so. I mean, just a sliver remaining. And the plan is, with onslaught and power reserve, I am going to need to bait a couple specials out until I can get to my SP3. I don't think just one SP rotation will kill him. So try to go for a light intercept there. Onslaught comes up, slaps the hell out of me. And thinking, alright, I'm comfortable dexing his SP1. Try to get that out of him. I always take that block onto, or that hit onto block, so I can get some willpower healing. And the falter timer comes up as I'm trying to knock him down, so I get faltered. Luckily he doesn't punish me for it. And here we are dancing around trying to bait out this SP2 and end up evade needing to save my ass. Usually I'm pretty on for getting ready for his reverse controls, but slip up there. So anyways, alright, we'll dex the SP2. Now that I have no evade, I'm not going to be able to punish it. Think maybe I can get it in, and once again get faltered. Heavy doesn't land, and I don't get punished. So I really think this onslaught's playing on my team. So trying to bait out the SP2. Luckily this time I do end up nailing the full dex, and now my evade charge is back, but burn it up right away. And I think that if I can just get in, start my combo into heavy SP3, he's at 50%. Rest of this fight's gonna be GG. So build my combo back up. He just now got his vigilance, so it's going to be a race for, can I get it in before falter? Got plenty of power, and he dies on the heavy. Don't even need my special. Now next up, this Wong, once again taken with Silk. Now the plan is just kill him with basics. 99% health. Let him do his thing. Don't dex the instant special there. I thought that was the second medium, so get another slap. And this fight's already off to a great start. Dex, punish with the heavy, and that way we got that slow ticking on him now. Fail the intercept, and just do Silk things. Punish SP1 with the heavy, get my slow that way, and get parried on the sidestep. So alright, go right back at him with a and let the evade go ahead and do his SP2, trying to get him up to SP1. He parried me while unstoppable there. Always joy. So I'm trying to push him back to SP1 so I can get my slow back up and ticking. Dodge that out. There's our slow. Now we got reliable openings if he does want to launch a heavy. And each time he throws SP1, just punish it with my heavy. Striker basic hits, get them the vulnerability stacking, and Wong goes down. So 8 fights, gave up 2 deaths just because I was too stubborn to use Silk on a Red Skull. And that's the end of the video. So good luck, guys.